Everybody knows. Even CNN knows. Oh.
Seem to be uniting behind Trump. Whatever opposition he faced in the primaries has largely melted away. And the trials against him keep him in the spotlight, infuriate his base, who sees him as a martyr, and even may serve to make him the object of some sympathy among people in general who believe that his prosecutors are politically motivated. This happens to be true, in my opinion. I doubt the New York indictment would have been brought against a defendant whose name was not Donald Trump. A majority of Americans are skeptical that Trump will be able to get a fair trial, according to a CNN poll.
Yeah, I was ready, they didn't have my back. They were petty, I stayed in my bed. On that petty, I brought it right back.
Okay. Don't laugh now. They don't want you to laugh. People say, Rick, please don't come on here laughing. You got to be professional. But did y'all see that the courtroom, the courtroom sketches? Shout out to the courtroom sketch artist. Oh my goodness. I feel like it should be drawn that way. It should definitely be drawn that way. Oh man. But we are winning. We keep winning, actually. You know, whether they want to hear that or not. Trump goes out and breaks history once again, as you seen yesterday. We just dropped a video on that. You know, goes out, fundraise, campaign, breaks history. A lot of people won't change, man. A lot of people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. A lot of people are struggling at an all-time high. A lot of people have woken up. They see what's actually going on. You know, they see the corruption. They see the election interference. We've woken up people that weren't even going to vote on this channel, you guys. Even the never Trumpers, man. Yeah. It's a blessing, man. I want to wish you guys a happy Mother's Day. Love to our beautiful mothers out there. The woman, the lady, our gals. It's the strongest of them all, man. The strongest of the human race of mankind. I'm trying to tell you, the woman is very, very powerful. So please, if you don't do anything today, spread love to our mothers, man. If you go out in the public, if you go out to the stores or anything, you know, say Happy Mother's Day, you know. Love to our beautiful moms out there, man. We don't care what you look like, what you smell like. We don't see color. You know. We don't care what your age is. Spread love, you guys. That's one thing that we're missing right now. And a lot of things wouldn't even, like I say, taking place or even exist if we just knew how to spread love to one another. So, happy Mother's Day once again, you guys. Let's check out this update from my brother Doug in exile. He even titled it, Stormy Daniels humiliated after embarrassing testimony. And this whole thing isn't just an embarrassment, man. You know, embarrassing. The judge is just, it's just a disgrace, you guys. Alvin do nothing brag, you know. The judge, he don't even know how to be a judge. It's ridiculous. Then puts a gag order. Anyways, let's just jump into it, man. It's actually just really sad. But you know what? Come to find out, everybody sees what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on. And it's come to be some of the best campaigning. We're winning. And we're going to crack open a cold one in November. Hope y'all are ready, man.
It's time for Trump's New York trial, starring washed up has-been attention seeker Stormy Daniels. And we're just here to backfill a little bit of detail. As each day the trial goes on, big major points are made or not made about Trump, and we try and bring those to you just to keep you caught up. So here's the big take home from the Stormy Daniels trial. I hope you'll subscribe, because then you have the one-stop shop for where to get your news. Make sure you ring that bell after you subscribe. Get us to 500,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Just 25,000 away. I need your help to get there. Here's Phil Holloway on Megyn Kelly.
She claimed that she was threatened. So the prosecution's trying to say you came forward and or you did not come forward, right? You did not come forward to say anything about this. until you decided to shake down Donald Trump. That's what you wanted to do, shake him down.
So that's the big news, is that there's a slight violent tinge that Stormy Daniels tried to project onto Trump. In this case, she claimed she had some random guy in a parking lot tell her not to tell anyone or something might happen. You have a very nice daughter there, threatened her daughter. Of course, the story didn't come out. No one ever heard of it till 12 years after, when Trump runs for president.
And she's like, no, the reason I didn't come forward earlier is because I was threatened. I was in a parking lot years ago, like after it happened, closer in time to when it happened. And a man came up to me in a parking lot when I was in Las Vegas with my daughter. And he threatened me that if I told people, I was going to be in some sort of trouble.
She never told any people around her that story. By the way, there's no corroborating witnesses of it. It's just he said, she said. Here she's making the point on CNN.
And a guy walked up on me and said to me, leave Trump alone, forget the story.
Yeah, now that's the big trench coat, mean, weirdo, black helicopter, spooky conspiracy stuff. It's not just here on the right, guys. It's all over the left, too.
It just defies common sense. It defies belief. It's the kind of thing that there's no way that it's ever going to be able to be conclusively proven one way or the other. And
it was never made to be concluded. It was always made just for flavor, put a dark tinge on the testimony against Trump, even though none of this Stormy Daniels stuff belongs in this court case at all, because it's not illegal for Trump to have had an affair with Stormy Daniels. We don't approve it, whatever. It should not be part of it. This is about mispaying money, using campaign finances to pay off a non-disclosure agreement, whatever you want to call it. Now, here's a tweet on the recording that was played in the courtroom of Stormy Daniels, just in an audio recording from 2018 between Michael Cohen, who's been proven to be a liar, but the primary witness of the prosecutors, and Stormy Daniels' attorney, Keith Davidson, was played to attorneys and the judge. In the recording, Keith Davidson appeared to be threatening Cohen and Trump. On the phone, he claims Stormy Daniels' publicist boyfriend is going to run with the story to the press, saying, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he comes out and says, you know what, Stormy Daniels, she wanted this money more than you can ever imagine. I remember hearing her on the phone saying, you effing Keith Davidson, you better settle this GD story, because if he loses this election, if Trump loses the election, and he's going to lose, this is back in 2016, if he loses this election, we lose all effing leverage. This case is worth zero. That's what they're saying about the hush money that they're trying to extort from Trump. We now have Stormy Daniels' attorney admitting on the phone recording that Daniels was extorting the president. Will she be held accountable? You can tell me in the comments below. Will
she be held accountable? Patriots, my brothers and sisters, will she be held accountable? And quite frankly, there's a lot of them that need to be held accountable. A lot of them. We can go down the list that need to be held accountable. Investigated, disbarred, jail time, hands behind your back. There's a lot of them that need to be held accountable.
She face any time for trying to extort a president? Here's two hilarious people over at MSNBC. It's my favorite. The one lady does all the talking, and the other one looks like Beaker's grandmother.
The fact that Stormy Daniels now claims that she is a medium and that she communicates with dead people.
Yeah, Stormy Daniels communicates with dead people. That's the kind of credible person you have. Suddenly, these people at MSNBC, by the way, who are atheistic and against any kind of supernatural, anything existing, suddenly they're like, oh, Stormy Daniels, she's a medium, claims to talk to dead people. That's totally possible. Goes against all of their atheistic worldview, by the way. Suddenly they're supernaturalists, spiritualists, and mediums. Magic is real, according to MSNBC.
has participated in a TV series about the paranormal, where she explores things, including the fact that at one point an ex-boyfriend of hers was inhabited by spirits.
Okay, she dates the demon possessed, a man inhabited by spirits. They're trying to undermine her credibility, by the way. I just want you to imagine a witness on Trump's side. Imagine if anyone in Trump's family or a witness came out and said, I am a medium and I talk to the dead. I once dated someone that was full of spirits. Can you imagine what MSNBC, what these women would be saying about her, instead of how wonderful and spiritual Stormy Daniels is?
She was mocking Stormy Daniels. She wants the jury to think Stormy Daniels is a liar and she is crazy.
Stormy Daniels is a liar and she is crazy.
And she also wants the jurors to judge her for her occupation. And Stormy Daniels gave no ground on that, as Sue just said.
No, of course you judge.
What did Jesse say? If you think you haven't got any worse, there's a porn star to understand. If you think it can't get any worse, there's a corn star on the stand. Boy. This is America we live in, huh? Yeah. Years ago, man. They could have bought this years ago. That's the funniest thing about it, man. And everybody, come to find out, most people don't even care about this whole case, man. A lot of people are not even like, a lot of patriots, we even seen, they did a poll. A lot of people are not even worried or care about this case, man. But we've been taking wins left and right, y'all. We stopped Jack Smith dead in his tracks. We told Fannie, how does that apple pie taste? How is you and Nathan Wade's apple pie? Organic apple pie. And we still looking for that mattress. We're still looking for that mattress, Fannie G. And is Letitia James okay? Y'all make sure her blood pressure ain't high now. Where is she at? Oh, man, I tell you. An absolute disgrace, man. And we're going to keep calling it out. We're going to keep showing y'all, all this corruption that's going on, man. And we're going to be the ones celebrating in November. I can't wait to crank up that loud motorcycle with my Trump hat on. And I think that day I'm going to ride, y'all. I'm going to ride without my helmet. I'm going to have my hat on tight, my motorcycle glasses. Oh, I'm going to be a bad fella that day. I can't wait to crank up that motorcycle. And it's loud, too. That V-twin motor. That's I call it my true patriot motorcycle. Yeah, I got the sport motorcycle, the super sport, Then I got my little naked sport, but I got my true patriot cruiser motorcycle, and it's loud, dude. And it chops. That's my true patriot motorcycle. Yeah. A lot of y'all didn't know I had a true patriot motorcycle. I do, man. I call it my true patriot motorcycle.
On her occupation. This is a woman who has sex for money on camera. She's a stripper. She does OnlyFans. She's every nightmare of any man, a family man, or a family, or any man who's ever tempted by someone. He's a nightmare of someone like Trump. You do not want to meet these people on the road. You want to always be vigilant against them. She is that person. She is a strumpet, a tramp. She's what, by the way, they're attracted to powerful rich men. Now they're going to try and pretend like she's Bo Peep here, like your Sunday school teacher, like she's some Mennonite with her hair up in a bun and a net.
She might be an exotic dancer, an adult film actor, but she was very clear when Susan Neckles used the phrase selling yourself to describe what Stormy Daniels was doing on a tour where she was making appearances at clubs. Stormy Daniels set her straight. I was not selling myself.
not at clubs, at strip clubs. And they paid her. They pay you at strip clubs, or they give you a percentage of the pull. You swing around a pole, you take your clothes off, they throw money at you. That's what Stormy Daniels does. She is for sale. Whatever you call that, she doesn't do it for free, guys.
I was dancing. The implication always was, I am not a sex worker, and I don't have a sign around my neck that says consent given freely to everyone at any time.
Of course, no one anywhere, even prostitutes don't have that sign. They're not free. It's for sale. It's love for sale. That's the whole point of it. No one's implying that just because she's a sex worker, that it means you get it for free. For all I knew, Trump threw a 20 at her. Or maybe she was okay with it. Or maybe it didn't happen at all. Maybe that's the kind of thing that a sex worker thinks. Is
Yeah, Trump threw a 20 at her, did he? Ah, God. Our president was just trying to have a good time, wasn't he? You know, just trying to crank that old truck back up, make sure he still runs good. That's all he was trying to do, you know. You know, just getting a couple jumping jacks in, you know, getting his cardio in, that's all.
But what? You can shake these family men down for a lot of money if their wife is pregnant and you make these claims. You can do a lot of damage when they run for president. That's what every sex worker knows. Extortion is part of it.
And not, Donald Trump was mine, that I was for the taking by this man.
Yeah, Trump doesn't, this is what makes me sick, okay? Trump doesn't have to take it. I'm not implying that men, rich, powerful men, don't do that. I am implying that voluptuous women like Stormy Daniels, who are adult stars, are attracted to power and money. Men like Trump walk in, that it's a magnet to them. If you don't believe that, then you do not know the culture of the adult film industry. Go to one of their parties, watch how they act. I've seen them act in real life because we used to have we'd go to this pizza joint that was next to an adult, a gentleman's club. And man, the women, they'd come out of there, they see some guy with money, shiny rings. The women were all over. Bam. Their men were never redneck farmers, guys in overalls, bricklayers. Okay. Here's news from Kyle Cheney breaking. Judge Merchan just squashed Trump's effort to subpoena Mark Pomerantz, former prosecutors in Bragg's office. They tried getting the last guy that was in Bragg's office, Pomerantz. They said that it was not okay to subpoena him. So this is Merchan working against Trump. But you'd think if that was illegal, why would he allow for Stormy Daniels? So here's Donald Trump Jr. says, so we're clear, according to the judge, Stormy Daniels is relevant, but Mark Pomerantz, a former prosecutor in the Attorney General's office, who wrote a book on it, isn't. See, Stormy Daniels' sex stories are totally irrelevant to this case. And Trump says as much. Here's Trump.
Articles that came out this morning, Jonathan Turley, the predominant question in the Manhattan hush money trial of former President Donald Trump is not one of guilt, but something far more basic. Is the District Attorney Alvin Bragg's case a joke? Is it a prank? Is it a farce? On Thursday, the answers became clear. It's all of the above.
I like that Trump is reading Jonathan Turley, someone I've been reading to you guys for at least 6 months on this stuff. And now Trump is just doing my quotes for me. I'd rather have him say it than me because it lends credibility to these guys that I've been drawing from. Guys, I don't bring you guys news from weirdo sources, off topic, off incredible stuff. I'm trying to get you the best sources of information because it tends to be more accurate and true. So Trump is quoting Jonathan Turley, and I love that. By the way, we're called professional noticers. That is, I bring you stuff that I notice. It's my job to tell you what I notice. Here's Trump.
Their objective, of course, was to humiliate and smear Trump with a gossipy tale of sex that had nothing to do with the criminal charges at issue.
Remember that? All of the Stormy Daniels stuff that makes it run through the news, they're just trying to slander Trump with this because they will not deal with the financial allegations of him using campaign finances to pay off hush money, which, by the way, is legal and a misdemeanor. It's the cover-up that they're trying to prove with Stormy Daniels. He tried to cover it up. Cover it up makes it a felony, even though even that felony is made up. Here's MSNBC trying to show how Stormy Daniels, was this great moment, and then they get shut down by their own guest.
Consider the surreal, historic nature of it. A porn actress sitting across from a former president of the United States making these accusations at him while he's in the middle of a presidential campaign, by the way.
Yeah, that's one long sentence. That's how he sees it. MSNBC is completely stuck on stupid because they're like, this is about Trump having sex with Stormy Daniels. No, dude, that entire sentence you just said literally has nothing to do with with the court case. And your guest is about to say exactly that.
At the end of the day, what kind of witness was Stormy Daniels for the prosecution?
Unnecessary. Stormy Daniels, in my view, represents an unnecessary risk for the prosecution.
Beat down. They never should have rolled her out because she doesn't just screw married family men. She's also screwing over the entire case that they ever brought her out.
Here's why. I can't think of any piece of evidence that they got from Stormy Daniels on the prosecution that they couldn't have gotten or didn't already get from other witnesses. The transaction from Cohen to Daniels was established through other witnesses, including Keith Davidson, her former lawyer.
But see, they had all these other witnesses had the same information. Why didn't they use them? Because they weren't porn stars. Because that case, that prosecution is exploiting Stormy Daniels, a stripper, porn star, who sells her body for money. They're using her just like every man who ever knew Stormy used her. And the prosecutor trying to come out going like, oh, she's okay. She's a good girl. Then they turn right around and they use her. They still treat her like a whore, just a whore of a different kind.
Why risk Stormy Daniels? Because you saw in Stormy Daniels a request for a mistrial, which was going to be denied. But in my view, the very first major appealable issue that you might see up at the appellate division. So,
yeah, Stormy Daniels is probably going to be the first thing that triggers the appeal that they ever got her involved with this thing at all, because it's not illegal to have an affair, and that they brought her in. It proves that this thing should be mistried, a totally wrongly decided decision by Judge Juan Merchan.
If the prosecution gets a conviction and this case comes back in 2 years and it's overturned, the conviction, then the prosecution's going to ask themselves, was it worth the risk? If the reason that the conviction's overturned is testimony that was given by Stormy Daniels.
Yep, it will be Stormy Daniels. Here's my favorite. This is an actual court drawing of her, which became our thumbnail. There she is, the other woman.
Please
Here's
don't
the
laugh.
Babylon Bee.
Please
Stormy
don't laugh.
Daniels offers hush money to courtroom sketch artists to please stop drawing her. Here's CNN with another unbiased person shutting down the Stormy Daniels case.
The material that came in was not relevant to this criminal case at all. And I think it shows that she was trying to get Trump. I actually thought there was a motive there. She said she hates him. She said she'd like to see him in prison.
That's a former district judge.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you. We know, Judge. CNN knows, huh?
Totally going against the prosecution and defending Trump. Though she hates Trump's guts, and she's going, I can't help but defend him. This case is so fraudulent.
I think she was purposely throwing out this stuff to make sure the jurors were prejudiced, particularly the women jurors, but probably half of the men.
That's right. They only brought her out to dirty the jury. That's, by the way, why they ended up calling a mistrial on Harvey Weinstein for the same reason. Little too much tampering with the people's emotions, bringing out Stormy Daniels. What do you guys think?
Let me see some. Look at the beautiful patriots in the comments. Stormy is embarrassing and cringy. I hope justice is served and she doesn't get away with trying to extort Trump. No matter how hard they try to jerk Donald Trump around, we're still voting Trump 2024. Yes, indeed, baby. Shout out to you, Bubba. Does anyone remember the fund that Congress had to pay people off, financed by taxpayers? She won't be in trouble until Trump back in and we get rid of all of the corruption. Opening her mouth, she blew the entire case wide open against the prosecution. Trump 2024, baby. She still owes Trump like $600,000 from the two suits she bought and lost. An honest judge would rule her testimony was, yeah. Oh man, yeah. I can't read some of these comments because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, man, a lot of beautiful patriots. All of us, even people that are on the other side, even people that are never Trumpers, know what's going on. And we've woken up a lot of people, man. Yeah. So let's clap it up for Stormy and Alvin Bragg, Judge Merck. Let's clap it up for all these corruptors. Y'all have done an amazing job. You've done some amazing campaigning for us. Let's clap it up for Letitia James, Fannie G, Mattress Willis. Let's clap it up. Nathan Wade, how was that apple pie, buddy? Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for Judge McPhee. Judge Moron. Is it Ngoron or Moron? Because me and my patrons are going to crack open a cold one in November, and I hope they are ready for it, man. We don't know if we bringing Bud. I tell y'all, man, I think we left the Bud Light at the store. If y'all want me to go back and get the Bud Light, we'll go get it, okay? But we've seen some of the patrons saying don't grab the Bud Light, so if y'all want me to grab it, I'll grab it now. I love y'all, man. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.